It was a crime that shattered the image of the perfect American family. Two wealthy parents found brutally murdered inside their Beverly Hills mansion, and two sons who claimed to have discovered the scene. But when the truth came out, it shocked America and divided the nation forever. On the night of August 20th, 1989, a frantic 911 call came from Lyle and Erik Menendez. They told police their parents, Jose and Kitty, had been shot to death in their living room. When officers arrived, the sight was chilling. Jose slumped on the couch, struck in the head by a shotgun blast. Kitty lay on the floor, riddled with bullets, unrecognizable from her wounds. At first, detectives thought it was a mob-style hit or maybe a burglary gone wrong. But the scene raised immediate questions. No forced entry, no valuables stolen, and the two brothers? Strangely calm once the initial tears subsided. Detectives kept their suspicions quiet at first. Meanwhile, Lyle and Erik seemed to be moving on with life far too quickly. Within weeks, they were buying Rolex watches, luxury cars, expensive clothes, and even businesses. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. The behavior didn't fit grieving sons. It fit killers who no longer had parents to control them. But police needed proof, and they got it from the unlikeliest source, Erik's therapist. In a private session, Erik broke down and confessed. "We did it," he admitted. Unbeknownst to him, his therapist's girlfriend had overheard and alerted authorities. In March 1990, both brothers were arrested, and when the trial began, the nation was glued to their television screens. The prosecution painted a picture of greed. Spoiled rich boys, impatient for their inheritance, who executed their parents in cold blood. But the defense had a darker story to tell. Lyle and Erik claimed years of horrific abuse at the hands of their father Jose, and a mother who enabled it. They testified that the murders were not about money, but about survival. For the first time, America saw not just killers, but alleged victims. And the courtroom became a stage for a family's darkest secrets. The first trial ended in a deadlock. Jurors were torn between cold-blooded greed and cries of desperation. The second trial, however, was different. The defense was restricted, unable to lean heavily on the abuse narrative. The brothers were convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. The Menendez brothers remain behind bars to this day. Their case still sparks debate. Were they heartless killers who slaughtered their parents for money? Or were they broken young men, trapped in a cycle of abuse, who saw no way out? Decades later, the Menendez murders remain one of America's most haunting true crime stories, because the question still lingers: did the brothers kill out of greed or out of fear?